Hello and welcome back to Australian Open coverage. I'm Natalie Rydstrom from sportsreview.com, and with me is my guest, Joao Morato from mgtennistipster.com. Joao has a service, that's the MG Tennis Tipster. The link is in the description below this video, as well as the link to the articles he writes for us here at sportsreview.com, so do check that out. We're now looking at the women's day 5, and first of all, I've got to ask, how has your analysis been and your tips that you have given for us so far on the women's side?
It's been also a good tournament, as I mentioned in the men's side. Yesterday we got our top player one on the women's side, and also our spread analysis have been quite accurate. Not also the ones we advised to take, but also the skips. And when we advise to skip, you can also bet against that spread. Is also a good option.
Mm-hmm. All right, fantastic. Now we've got 3 favourites, obviously one of them being Serena Williams, we've got Sharapova, and we've got Radwanska. Should we play any of those matches?
Well, the first main favorite that places Serena against Daria Kasatkina. Serena had an easy match in the previous round against Thea. She covered her spread, as we mentioned. It was a good bet, but Thea is a very poor player. She can't do much from the baseline, and Serena had a very easy match. Didn't have to play her best, and she said she's not feeling still at 100% on her game, still improving match after match. But this won't be an easy contest for her. Daria Kasatkina is a very young, talented player. She loves to compete against the big players. She earlier this year at Auckland she defeated Venus Williams in a great comeback. And the spread on Serena is at -7. It seems quite high. I think she can cover it, especially after a closer first set. She might get a best result in the second, but still the line is too high, and Kasatkina won't be intimidated by the environment and the opponent, and I think the Russian can give a very good fight here. The other main favorite that is going to play is Maria Sharapova against Lauren Davis. On the previous round, Maria covered her spread for the second time on this event. We mentioned to bet on her spread in the previous 2 rounds, and despite not being so accurate on serve, she was very strong on return against Sasnovich, winning 67% of the points on return. But this time she'll play against Lauren Davis, a very tricky and competitive opponent from North America. She's a short player, but she can hit the ball very early, always with a great footwork, and it's not easy to play against her. Despite being very short, Davis has a decent first serve. She can make a couple of aces, and the spread on Sharapova is at -7.5, -8. I think this time is too high, and I think it's better to avoid it.
All right.
Yeah. The last favorite is Agnieszka Radwanska against Monica Puig. Puig made an outstanding comeback in the previous round against Kristina Pliskova. She won 4-6, 7-6, 9-7, setting 5 match points. However, Puig has played a lot of matches lately, 10 matches in the last 2 weeks after reaching Sydney's final, where she went from the qualifying. This week, also a very tough match against Pliskova, very demanding, not only physical, but especially mentally. It's hard for the players to recover match after match when they have a lot of emotions on court. And adding to this, Puig is a very inconsistent player, can be very erratic, and it won't be easy for her to keep a good level. And she'll play against one of the best defenders, who is Radwanska, has been just impressive lately. And I think the line here is very good at -5.5. So I think Radwanska should cover this spread.
All right, fantastic. And do tell us as well, what is the sort of the best play of the day for day 5 women's?
The best play is in the match between Carlos Suarez Navarro and Elizaveta Kuryshkova. Navarro keeps playing far from her best. She lost the first set against Maria Sakkari in the previous round, where she was priced as a heavy favorite and still struggling to keep a consistent level. While on the other hand, Kuryshkova is doing a good tournament, surprised Petkovic, then Niculescu, and has a very powerful game, strong serve, always with an offensive mindset. And I think he's the kind of player who can create a lot of problems to Navarro from the baseline. So I think it's a good idea to make a split here between Kuryshkova's spread and also the over.
All right, fantastic. Best of luck with your tip there, Joao. And obviously, I'll see you again tomorrow, same time, where we take a look at day 6. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much.